Oh shit, that's live. What's up, guys? So I really can't see what you guys are seeing right now. So. Oh shit, that's live. What's up, guys? Hold on. Let's see. Still learning how to use a Streamlabs, so bear with me right now. Let's see. What's up, guys? So I guess just stare at the camera and talk and look at the comments down on my phone because I for some reason can't get how to work this right now. So let's see. What have you guys been up to? Oh, there we go. Finally, there we go. I've been super busy, super tired. Sorry that I haven't been on my weekly upload. So as you guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I've been super busy. I've been super busy where I haven't even been able to really post on Instagram as well too. Appreciate it, Autobahn Dan. But what's up? What's up with you guys? Uh, Josh, nothing same. I've just been working constantly at work, trying to turn these hours in, turn these big ticket jobs in, and make sure I don't have any comebacks. So, all right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I was trying to go live just straight on YouTube, but it wouldn't let me. It kept telling me to go to a third party app. So. Uh, well, I have the video on YouTube muted, and then on my phone muted as well. So trying to figure out maybe if I have to use like a different streaming app to make it sound a lot better. But finally got the engine here at work. Well, at work for the Camaro. Got like 2,000 miles on it. Got to put a brand new engine in it. Block scored up pretty bad. I wonder if there's anything I could do to figure that out. Let's see. Um, I think it might be what maybe the latency. Um, let's see. Might have to call Ryan up for some help. Trying to figure this out, but just bear with me. And first of all, I've got a cold or whatever I have. I hate being sick in the summer. Terrible, terrible. I don't usually complain, but when I get sick, but being sick in the summer just sucks. There we go. But man, I've had so many ideas for some videos, just haven't had a chance to film anything, or even to edit anything. But I figured hop on, catch up with you guys. If you haven't, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, but got some new tools that Was going to do a tool haul, but I've already opened them and already used them, so it might just be pretty much a review on the latest tool haul, I guess you could say. It's 10 p.m. here, so it's getting pretty late. I wouldn't want to stay on here too long. I'll be on here for maybe like a half hour, tops 45 minutes. I'm not the maintenance man. I'm not the Iron Man. Well, you know, you get new tools, you have to use it. I'm still over here waiting for my Toolheads crate to show up. Yeah, so I mean, I still keep the boxes. I mean, I'd hate to put everything back in a box and like, oh, I just opened it now. I've already opened it for about a week or even a month. What's up, Pico Boo? But man, I'm we've been so backed up at work. It's unbelievable. I already have, I think, about 8 tickets already ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to squeeze in the Camaro somewhere in between. So it might roll into maybe what's tomorrow, Wednesday to Thursday, maybe even Friday until it's actually done and test driven and paperwork's done, time punches are correct, the engine cord reassembled and reinstalled in a box just to get shipped back, and then just to get it re-torn apart by them. So go figures, whatever. Name of the game, I guess. Yeah, well, I could do that first impressions or using it after a week or even a month because I think I have 2 things that I bought maybe a month ago that I've been using and haven't really had a chance to put it on video. I think we'll probably get it tomorrow, probably Wednesday. We'll probably get the Toolheads crate. But catching up on 900 subscribers. So as soon as I hit 1,000, I'll be sure to do something back for you guys. Don't even forget about it. But like I said, if you hit, I'm pretty sure everyone in here already follows Russ Belt, but he's doing a big 20K giveaway for all his subscribers. So if you haven't already, I'm pretty sure all you guys already subscribed to him and watch his channel. I have been even backed up on watching YouTube channels. I've probably got like 20 videos of other people's videos to catch up on. I know the maintenance man's dropped some. Um, Junk from Work has dropped some. Justin, I haven't had a chance. I think Rust Belt, I'm like missing maybe 2 videos I have to catch up on. It's getting close to back to school, so I'm pretty sure it's going to start slowing down at work. So it'll be a little easier to start filming some stuff, doing some maybe some how-to videos, but it'll all work out at the end. So not too worried about it yet. I even thought about doing some videos and then just saving them up and then dropping them out periodically when I get held up at work. But well, I can't wait to see what if it comes in the mail tomorrow, Kyle. Can't wait to see what's in the box. So as I hate to say that, I'd probably be pushed back a couple days on doing an upload video on that as well. So Yeah, it's definitely easier to make short videos on Instagram, and then probably I could put that onto YouTube as afterwards. Dan. But I'm not gonna lie, those gear wrenches you put on your story the other day, I definitely did go ahead and put them in my shopping cart and did buy them. I haven't tracked mine, so it'll probably be tomorrow or Thursday. So, you live in the sticks, Dave? Where at? Like like Tennessee, West Virginia. What's up, Drew? What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Just chit chatting for a little bit, trying to catch up with you guys. Been I think 2-3 weeks since I did an upload. Just like I said, just been super busy at work, so I can't complain because it's the busy season, and then September's coming up. So I'll probably be making a short video on like what I do to prepare myself for the slow season at a dealership on the East Coast. You know, everywhere has different areas have their own slow periods. So unfortunately, ours is September. It's been like that since I've been there. Eastern Kentucky. Oh man, I definitely would love that. Test that out on some BMWs. And it's crazy to say, I've been at the same dealer for almost 8 years, and I finally did my first press-in hub bearing. Just because in Chevrolets and GM and Period, you don't really ever see pressed-in bearings; they're always bolted on. And I did my buddies on his Honda Accord, but thank God it's been spent most of its life in Texas, so it had pretty much no rust. And I feel bad for you guys up in the Rust Belt that have to press out bearings. Just take some 12 point sockets and ran up some bolts. Knock on wood, but our shop seems to never have a slow period. We have 9 techs and have scheduled appointments up to 2 weeks in advance. Mississippi people love their F-Series trucks. Oh man, that's awesome, man. If you guys are busy all year long, that is awesome. Though. I mean, you never slow, never low in your hours. That's even awesome. Oh yeah, I think Drew, the only actual Preston Barons are in, I want to say the Spark, maybe the Sonic, and the Avios. But other than that, they're all pretty much standard 3 or 4 bolts to get them out. On like the Malibus, I think they're probably like 18, and then like the Silverados and Tahoes are probably 15. And then of course I had to work on my mom's car the other like I think 2 Saturdays ago. Some some subframe bushings had to press them out as well. We got a lot of rounded out bolts over here. I mean, you can learn a lot with working with GM for only a year, Drew. You can definitely learn a lot. I've had a couple people that come through the shop, probably like you said, stay for about a year, and then will go back to another dealer or go back to ND or wherever they're going. What's up, Andrew? Yo, Andrew, I told you, send me a brand new pair of FDX sockets, mail them UPS or wherever you got to do, and I'll be sure to test them. Spend another 300, 400 bucks for me and send them my way. I mean, I see you making a big buck sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I've seen them online, and they look like they do work, but I don't know if I want to spend the money just yet on buying them. There you go. Just send me the 10. Send me a 10, 13, a 15, 18, and a 19, and a 21. Now I'll be cool with a 10 or a 13 or a 15. Either three, either one of the three, I'll be happy with. I'm not too greedy. Japanese brand Koken had tighter tolerance sockets for the years. I'll definitely try to look them up. If not, can you message me on Instagram and send me a link to them? So I definitely check them out. So I've been slowly slipping. So any training events coming up in your area? Um, I got a couple for just GM training events, but nothing anything other than just GM. That's the only time they actually send us and pay for it. If we would go to any other training event, we would have to pay out of pocket, and it's really not brought up to us, of any other training event, unless I see it via Instagram or on YouTube. I see a couple guys going to I think maybe AES Wave is having an event coming up here soon. I think in PA, I want to say, or somewhere around there. Not too sure. But I am so happy I finally was able to see Otto Von Dan go live. He finally had some good internet connection. I don't know how you have terrible internet connection living in a hipster city. Yeah, there you go. Super Saturday in PA. I think signing up was like I think 360 or 350 bucks for the whole day. But I mean, I think that's for pretty much Audis and stuff like that, right, Drew? I believe. I'm not 100%. You gonna fly out, Andrew, to Cali? Is it usually just European cars, uh, Drew? Yeah, but you haven't messaged me back, so I'm pretty sure it's been all fixed. That's a good thing that ECM fixed it. But I'll probably definitely look up. Maybe I think it's on a Saturday, I believe. So yeah, like Super Saturday. So if it ain't too far and don't cost too much, might just give it a shot just to learn. Go outside of my comfort zone to learn some more diag stuff. Yeah, I'm always down to take some more electrical classes. I feel like I learn every time I go to class. I learn from, of course, the instructor, but I learn a lot more, like just networking with other technicians, finding better ways, more efficient ways to diagnose a car, and more common area like common failures as well. North Carolina, depending on where in North Carolina. It's probably about 8 hours away from me. So yeah, I would like I'm down to go to any training class just to learn something new, something completely different that I wouldn't learn typically at like just a GM training facility. But like it could be an awesome course down in where you're at, but then a mediocre course where I'm at, depending on the instructor. Man, I saw those the last one of his last posts of those. I think he was at a flea market and found all those old bottle openers. But I think let me see what class I'm taking. Let's see. Steve, yeah, I think he was here for like the last big training seminar. Um, yeah, I'm taking a diesel class, and then I think a diesel and engine gas mechanical repair class coming up. Well, the line is up good enough for me to fly out from Cali. There's a course online. Scott Brown was talking about it on Facebook. Yeah, the Pico. See, we have the Pico scope, but we don't have all the attachments. But I'm getting my manager to get all the rest of the leads for it to be able to use the Pico scope and test it out. Drew, you're somewhere out in the Midwest, right? Hopefully I do, but I mean that's the awesome thing about being on here and on Instagram that I know if I need any help setting it up or I can yeah, we have the MVH. So we have it's with the 4 channel with the MVH, but then I'm getting him to buy all the adapters and the pressure transducer as well. Just to see if I can, get some little shortcuts and better identify some faults, some intermittent faults. I think that's probably what it's best for using that. Nothing's worse than not being able to find a failure on an intermittent for a good while. But if you can capture it on a waveform, it'll probably be a lot easier to start identifying your faults there. Man, I think it was like 95 degrees today. It's probably like 100 and some degrees in the shop today. Today was terrible. 14 years. I've been at this dealer for about coming up on 8 years. He said, "That's all." Yeah, I do a lot of engine repairs lately. I don't know how I got dragged into that, which I don't mind. It's just I'm more like just doing, electrical diag, but it's only between me and another guy in the shop that does all the heavy duty mechanical repairs, and then one guy that does just strictly transmissions. So, uh, well, we don't have AC in our shop, Dan. So, but like the Camaro, it was with another guy, but they didn't fully trust him doing the repair, so they came to me and was like, I need your help. And I was like, well, just send it my way. And I told them, I was like, I ain't gonna be able to look at it for like 2 weeks. And they're like, I'd rather it be sitting there for 2 weeks than, I guess, for him to touch it. And so it was a long story, but like I said, it's getting an engine. So the wind blowing in. We don't even have any wind lately. There's like a heat wave. We have two big doors, one on each end, and pretty much no trees around us to let air in. We have shop fans that just blow hot ass air around the shop. What's up, Grimm's Auto? Thanks for stopping by. Definitely, like, the heat is not that bad. It's just the humidity. When you can just physically taste the heat. To be honest, we haven't done any camera calibrations. I think we've had maybe two in the past couple years on like the high end Suburban with super adaptive cruise control. Yeah, that's one of the thing is like people just like say, "Oh, you're on the gravy train when you're doing brake jobs," but to be honest, no one really physically enjoys doing brake jobs all day long. What's up, Doctor LMS? Well, there is one guy in our shop. He spent, I think, $3,000, $4,000 on a big portable fan that blows cool air. It's cold, but not like frigid cold. But it's only in his area, so he's in his area. He's loving it. But the moment he walks out of his area, walks back, I mean, it's pointless almost. I'd rather just deal with the heat than spend three G's on a fan that only points in one area. We don't have we don't do GMCs. Well, I mean we do GMCs, but we don't sell GMCs. It's just strictly a Chevrolet dealer. But I'm sure if we do a used car and it would fail, we would have to work on it. So it's not a really big deal. We don't really get too many new Cadillacs either. We'll get the older, probably from 90s all the way up to maybe 2013, some 2015s, but usually they go strictly down the street to the Cadillac dealer. But we'll get them just because if they're out of warranty, where our labor rate's slightly cheaper than the Cadillac dealer. Hey, bring your Buick up here. Trade it out for a Cobalt. Too bad you're out by mileage. You could have got a emissions warranty on your ECM. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love some of the Buicks that come in. Buick, what's it called? Not Verano, but the Buick, comes with a 2-liter turbo. Buick, wow, can't even think of the name right now. Yeah, I mean, on Instagram I had my first 3.6 apart for head gaskets, and I ended up doing timing chains with it just because it was all the way down, all the way apart. So figured I gave him the option. Strongly suggested just doing the cheaper route, the head gaskets and chains. Gave him the options for the engine, but of course it's like 3 grand difference. Oh man, don't Andrew and Dan doing the lower intake gaskets on those. I think in 8 hours you can get them done. Some guys got them done in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, supposedly. I don't know. I've definitely heard some stories through the shop throughout the years that I've been there on people flat rating certain jobs. Andrew, have you how many steering racks and steering pumps and high pressure lines have you done on your Buick? The Buick Regal. There you go. 2-liter turbo. I love that car for some reason. Wish it was manual, but it is what it is, or rear wheel drive. But man, I'm not gonna lie. When an extended warranty rolls in with a Buick or a Traverse with a power steering issue, I will jump on that all day long. Steering racks, power steering pumps, high pressure line, all that is just super easy now. Even the water pumps are super easy on those. What's up, Brad? Brad, the fix-a-flat guy. Man, that I'm not gonna lie, I haven't put commented on that video just yet, but I hate when a customer comes in with a tire vibration and they recently put fix-a-flat in there, and then trying to clean that out. To be honest, Drew, I've never done a rear evaporator on a Traverse. We've only done the one, the front evaporator core. Well, I think if you're under 150,000, Andrew, there is, I believe, a special coverage for that. But I've done pretty much everything besides a rear evaporator core on Traverse. I've even done the AC lines a couple times so far. The condensers go bad, terrible on them. The line from the condenser to the what's it called, AC compressor goes bad a lot. They rub right. It's like a plastic right under the right behind the headlight on the driver's on the passenger side. It rubs on. We've only actually seen one G van that had a Duramax in it, and I think the belt came apart completely. Hey, do whatever you gotta do. You ain't here for me, so. But I get a crap ton of G vans, and to be honest, it feels like they come in pairs. I either get 2, 4. I've had up to 6 at one time. One of our fleet accounts has just a fleet of G vans, and of course technically my account, so from an oil change to a tire repair to full brake job to whatever repair it is, it's all mine. What's up, Ronaldo? Well, we don't work on Sprinter vans, so I've heard they're terrible. Between you and then whatever the Mercedes vans, I think what's this, that Everyday Fleet Tech hates them, complains about them all the time. But they're not bad. I mean, I think there's not really a terrible car that I don't like to work on. What's up, Justin? They're nice, but working on them. Everyone hates them. I mean, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I don't get to see them. I guess I'm secretly blessed on not working with them. I think tomorrow I got a condenser on a 2012 Silverado. Waiting on approval on the Traverse. And then I have another Traverse with 2 recalls. And the Camaro. And then another Camaro that I did a recall for a steering rack. And it has another complaint about a convertible top. And then a Escalade, I think with that probably is going to need a shift cable. And then to finish some paperwork on a Cruise that I put a converter on. See, everyone complains about working on Nissans. Are they really that terrible to work on every day? I was told they either leak oil or they burn oil. Never neither. That would kind of suck to get to do an engine on an Enclave and then right out the box the engine was bad. We had one in the shop that was from another place. I think they had put an engine in it. 2 weeks later, it blew a rod out the block and blew it so bad that it broke the starter in half. See, of course we've sold this City Express, but I think since they've came out, there's only been about maybe 3 or 4 that's been in the shop, and I haven't seen one in probably 2 years at least. Yeah, the city was I think they did partner with Nissan. 18 volts. Whew. Nothing was smoking yet. But and then I guess I gotta take anything else that comes in through the shop. Latest sticker. There you go. I know a '04 Ford Ranger with a 4 can go to hell. Valve cover on passenger side leaks. It's a pain in the butt, but that cover gets unbolted and then you can get it out. Y'all can have that. Oh, and then I have a Cadillac SRX waiting on approval for a passenger side seat switch and a battery. That's crazy that we don't have a battery in stock, and it's going to take until the end of the day tomorrow to finally get a battery if they do approve it. Man, Ron, you change your name up on me like that, it's kind of hard. You should have just changed it to Dirty Old Ron, but it is what it is. The Master Apprentice. But it'll always be Dirty Old Ron though. That is true though. But Drew, yeah, I think I don't really ever run into that issue because we don't really ever get BMWs, but I have seen it. I think that that's crazy that you need to relearn the battery when you replace a battery. Actually, Ron, I looked up the Master Apprentice earlier because I wanted to see what stream you were using, and the first thing that popped up was some musician. We had a Dodge Charger with a recall alternator issue caught fire in the bay. That is insane. I don't think we've had any fires lately. But it is crazy. I think they're trying to sell the Cadillac SRX battery for like 200 some dollars, around that price. Smelt too bad for some marshmallows. You guys should have made some s'mores with it, man. If it caught on fire, just hovered it around the engine bay and cooked up some s'mores. What's up, Feeble? Man, I can't wait till I get over this cold. This is annoying. Yeah, pretty cheap, huh? 200 bucks for a battery, plus labor for what, half hour for labor. Vato zone. Oh shit. Yeah, half hour. Oh man, man, you can't really complain when some customers replace their own parts, and then you have to go back and fix it after them. I mean, just it's a guaranteed customer, a guaranteed repair. Oh yeah, those Saturn Sky batteries, those and like the older Corvettes with the same exact thing. The side the batteries that are next to the wheel well, those are terrible. Or the V8 Impalas, changing the battery out of that is terrible. But even the Traverse, having to go in the back seat to change the damn battery. And then I'm not gonna lie, I'll complain because I'm 5'4", and the newer Silverados, they're a little higher for me. So when the battery goes bad in them, I have to. It's a pain in the ass trying to lift the battery up. That's over your head. $75 cheaper. Put the valve some course. I know some guys that will actually, take the air out of the front two wheels, lower it down so they can work on it. I'm pretty sure everyone had a little bit of valve stem cores in their box, valve stem caps, some AC caps in their box. Autobahn Dan. Oh yeah, the newer Corvettes. I think I did one about maybe a month ago on a brand new vet that was dead in the showroom, and that was terrible because it had like the wing on the back, like a small, like just add-on wing, and that was terrible. Trying to bend, like Hutch, reach over it and not break it on a brand new vet that was being sold. Yeah, I think I ended up having to try to flip the battery on its side and then lifting it out that way, and it was still a pain in the ass to try to get it out that way. Oh, yeah, lifted trucks are terrible for me. Like even the topside creeper, my buddy has, and he always tells me I can use it if I want to. But even using that, climb that up, hutch reaching over, and then the topside creeper like presses on your chest, caves it in pretty much. So when you get up, you're like gasping for air. I usually don't turn down work, but I always say I'll take anything else. But if I have to take a lifted truck, I'll take it. But the good thing for me is like I have a tech that's next to me. He's 19, but he's like 6'4". So if I ever need anything, I just say like, hey, come over here and give me a hand real quick. But I've been thinking about getting it's like you hook it on the wheel, and then you use that as a step ladder. So I might buy one of those to help me out. Hey Andrew, how did that one channel scope work out for you lately? Have you used it or no? But I've been debating on buying the U scope and using that before I use the Pico scope. I think I might. I mean, I'm debating just to get the basic one or just get the master kit. I think it's 350 ish for the master kit. Your beers did it blow up trying to do a throttle body relearn? Yeah, it does suck that they only offer it in like a one channel. It'd be nice to have like a 2 channel and that pocket size to go underneath a dash or underneath anything, and to be able to have it in your hand and looking at the like a graph at the same time. See, I mean, I'm not trying to spend too much money just because we already have the Pico Scoop and we just need the adapters for it. That I'm not trying to spend my own money. No one else in the shop's really pressed about getting it, but I was just talking to my manager and he was like, "Oh, that's not a problem. We can get it. Just come up with some numbers on what you need for it, and I'll put up the chain and be able to get it." Oh, if it's a tablet, you have a link that you can send me. Take a look at it. So what are you gonna buy next, Andrew? Since you're gonna buy another one, another Varus, or you're gonna upgrade? I'm not gonna lie, when you're on these streams, time flies by. You're gonna trade it in for a Zeus. Yeah, I had a buddy in the shop. He had uh, I, maybe the Bears. I can't remember what he had, but he had it for like 3 months, and he lost it somehow. I have a couple new tools that I haven't been able to post up lately, just because I've been been so busy. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can be able to see it. I was way off trying to show you guys. Mine is the Zeus, and I had to update the scan module to make it work. And then 2 other guys in the shop has the Autel Maxi. Uh, I don't know the remaining numbers after that, but I've used it a couple times. Certain things for GMs, certain data parameters it doesn't show on there, so it's like a hit or miss on certain application, I believe. Some of those aftermarket scan tools. That's what I kind of figure. You kind of need a couple different scan tools because not all of them are going to give you every single thing that you actually need to diagnose a car, which does suck because you do spend a couple $1,000s in scan tools. Well, that's the fortunate side of being at a dealership that our scan tools for GM does show us what we need to see to be able to diagnose them. Andrew, is that the one that the Dion that let's see, that GRC 54 has? The Diagon scan tool you're talking about? The larger version? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we have the MDI 1, 2, Tech 2. I'm not gonna lie. I love using the Tech 2, and Autobahn Dan gives me shit for it. The MDI 2 is awesome just because it's a point-to-point system. But it does, using it on the laptop does kind of suck sometimes just because if you're on a road test trying to hold a laptop and drive, it kind of does suck. Not being able to have it in your hand like a Tech 2. It's crazy because like all the like anytime we do a reprogram or program a any module is now is asking for us to type in like the repair order on there. I guess they're gonna be tracking what modules we're programming for what repairs. I'm not gonna lie. I think the only I do own one scan tool is, but it's a pocket scan tool, and I just use it to read a code and clear it if I'm like on a after a repair and forgot to clear them out. I'll just plug that in real quick and clear them out. And then certain cards don't show ECT data, which is stupid to show that it doesn't show it. So I use the pocket scanner to make sure the engine gets up to engine temperature while I'm on a road test. Straight 6, yes. 410 is Baltimore, Maryland. That's not a stupid question. Everyone always asks. But 410, yeah. Pocket grocery bag and a backpack scanner. Well, now you got a paperweight with your Varus that's blown to smithereens now. Yeah, I gotta catch up with a couple of his videos that he's been rolling out like twice a week lately. How's that Mustang? Any mods yet? Can't even play Tetris. The one guy next to me with his Autel started playing YouTube videos on it for music. So you should go get a Scan 410 Doomsday car and get him tuned up. You should go. I went to UTI up in Exton, PA in 2011. Was it worth the money that I spent? Yes and no. If I knew 100% that I was for sure going to be in a GM GM dealership, probably wouldn't have went there. I would have went to a local community college and did the GM ASEP program. You should go to 410 Doomsday car. Let's see. Yeah, man, you've been doing. I think the first time I ever saw your channel was you had just started doing the Fairmont project. You've been doing that for a while now. Because, like, I think I started following you like shortly after I started my channel, and it's coming up on a year now. But I'll be can't wait to see what you got going on. A new clutch. Some new ball joints. I mean, that'll be some great content for you to upload. Doing a clutch and some new ball joints on there. Lift the taco then. Man, I'm not gonna lie. The Cobalt needs some TLC. It definitely needs a new hood. The hood's seen some better days with some rust. Definitely would love ZR2 package Colorado, even gas or diesel. Mostly a diesel, but I'd take a gas Colorado. I don't know, like every once in a while I'll drive my buddy's 2500 Silverado. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little too tall for me to be able to get into some areas. The Cobalt fits perfect anywhere it drives. Fruit stand on the back. Fruit stand slash hot dog stand. The worst injury at work? Uh, Nothing to the point where I had to go to the emergency room to get stitches or anything. So just scrapes and cuts and burns and no broken bones, thank God. Couple whacks to the head from. Even if I'm short, I could still hit a lift. A buddy of mine was he had cylinder head was falling, and he went to go catch it. The head gasket was still attached to the cylinder head, and he went to go grab it and cut open his hand wide open. And then I've heard some stories over the years that at the shop where this guy was he had been working on a transmission, had it apart, like the transpan apart, had parked it outside, waited for an extended warranty guy, told the guy that he was going to put it in neutral, started it up, and then was going to put it in reverse, and the guy had somehow hit the gas and ran the dude over. Anyone get on the widget sale? Now, I had thought about getting it, but just because I don't have enough wrenches just to be able to need it, so I haven't bought any new widget wrench reorganizers. Yeah, I saw you're doing a 3 week sale on your apparel. But I try to be smart. And like if I drop a front differential, I won't just strictly just drop it by myself. I'll always have someone else give me a hand dropping the front differential or anything that's pretty more than like 80 pounds. I've had a bad thumb almost crushed off between. I've definitely slammed my fingers in some doors. The other day I was on the 3.6 when I was on the head gaskets. I was putting the heater core hoses back on the outlet and went to go use like that the snap-on clamp pliers that has the attachment, and it somehow slipped, flicked me in my fingertip. I thought I almost like snapped it in half. That was a bitch. It's usually. How many? Right now I'm talking to hopefully a new distributor to help me out on to do a review. I'm going to check out another video real quick, but gotta go hit the shower to. All right, man. See you later, Straight Six. See you later, Grant. Last truck racked it up, was checking the rear diff, and the leaf shackles gave out. Damn, that would be some scary shit. We've almost had a vehicle fall off a lift like about a month and a half ago. I told Andrew about it. It was pretty sketchy driving back into the service bay and seeing a van halfway off the lift. That was pretty sketchy. What's up, hamster? Don't you got to go to bed soon just because you got to go to school tomorrow? The worst is when you do something simple like reach for throw your back out. Yeah, he definitely needed. I don't. that was a that was a rough day for him and me. But I in one of my videos I did reach for. It was in a cruise. I was changing oil. Got in the car, changed the oil. Went to go get back in it to go park it out in the lane. Reached for the door handle to close the door, and I got pricked by a needle. And that's the worst situation that I've had to deal with at a shop personally for myself. Because then it was blood work every other week for about 6 months straight, and that was a nightmare. All right, Grimm's Auto Service. Catch you later, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And Autobahn, he's seen my new tool cart, and I haven't even had a chance to post that yet. So, Andrew, I'm gonna make you feel really good right now. I gotta work Saturday, so I'll be working 6 days this week. So, don't feel too bad for taking a day off today. So, that's a 1-ton truck. That's pretty sick. Hey, hamster. A word of advice. My very first video was a tour of my black cart that I have, and I filmed it like this. Film it like this if you're gonna do it on your cell phone. Oh man, definitely gonna have to see a video of that or a couple tours of it on Instagram, Autobahn Dan. And for you, I got a new 5 cart drawer from Harbor Freight. A little upgrade from the 4 drawer cart. Andrew, you probably have about $5,000 in that tool cart of tools. Only took 3 months. Landscape only people. Hey man, it was my first video. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. So, at least I can pass on that information to Hamster. Same color as my toolbox. I had to try to match it. But in the video, I'm definitely going to go into a little into depth on the color difference between that box, my toolbox, and even the Snap-on. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I would have watched some YouTube videos before I first started to see what tools I needed and wanted. I think that's probably I'm gonna do a video of when I graduated UTI and when I first started buying some tools. Just a video of that and not knowing exactly what tools I needed to buy right out of school. There you go. Now Dan, you just need to get a drone and have it fly up above your toolbox and catch a video or a photo. Yeah, that was my first video. I'm pretty sure it was landscape and then portrait. Or do a slow burst video when you're opening it up. Then we'll do 4 panoramic shots in it. I'm not gonna lie, his skills on editing on his iPhone is insane. um, to be honest, the first software that I downloaded on my phone was KindMaster, which is not terrible. It's pretty nice, pretty easy and simple to do when you first start out, and it's free. I'm not gonna lie, it's like even now it's still sometimes hard to talk in front of a camera. I'm been debating if I should do a end of the year montage of how many screw ups of pre videos, post like ending videos of how many times I do mess up. I'm not gonna lie, there's some people on YouTube that are pretty much just fantastic, and it's like supernatural for them to talk to a camera and shoot a video. It'll definitely be an end of the year bloopers. Good thing I do keep like the majority of the footage that I do keep it. My wife ended up doing a an outro one time, and I'm not gonna lie, she killed it. What's up, Shadow Edge? But I think that'll definitely be like the end of the year video. I think it would be definitely be funny to watch. Let the missus do the editing. We'll see you rapping. Do I have a project car at all? No, just because I don't have any room to keep where I'm living at. There's no room to actually have a project car. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm basic and would love a 240. That would probably be like the cheap project car. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A Hayabusa smart car would be badass. Appreciate it, Drew. I did see the link. Appreciate it. I'll definitely be checking it out. But I don't know. I mean, if I had so many ideas for project cars, like cars, trucks, plastic muscle cars. It's just super expensive. I already have a super expensive hobby, and that's buying tools, and that's super expensive all just in that. And to add a car into that, I'd be in so much debt. Peekaboo, what would be your project car that's under 2 grand to buy from the jump? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, 454 S10 would be awesome. Why are some technicians not into cars at all? Um, just because we already have expensive habits. I mean, and other stuff. Some guys don't like to repair cars, repair cars all day long, and then go home and work on stuff at home. I'm not gonna lie. If I do buy another car, I will be redoing the Cobalt, putting a turbo in it, and taking the supercharger out probably. And plus now, now I'm a family man. Don't really have too much time to sit there after work and repair and work on a project car. I think I'm not gonna lie. At our shop, there's probably maybe one guy that like will have some project cars at home, and even then he has one that he's been working on for years and years that just sit there and just do nothing because he doesn't have time. I'm not gonna lie, Autobahn Dan. At UTI there was a student appreciation day, and there was a subwoofer competition, and I think I placed maybe fifth or sixth. This guy that had a two, like, I want to say 3 foot house speaker setup won because of clarity, and it did have some bass to it, but I think he won just from clarity. I'm not gonna lie, I've been debating on doing a what's it called, a go kart, and just doing something wicked to it. I'd probably really would love doing a go kart. Been debating with my brother-in-law to do a go kart. My boys got project cars, and my daughter's boyfriends too. I don't want to disturb the peace. That is awesome, though. I mean, to have 3 project cars that you have no financial responsibility to work. I mean, to go towards would be awesome. And Hamster, I'm not gonna lie. When I went to UTI, there was so many immature kids there. Like I was fresh out of high school, but there's people that felt like they were straight out of middle school. I have I think 210s in my Cobalt that I don't have hooked up just because the amp blew, and I just haven't. Now I just don't. I would want to go back into it, and I have another 210s upstairs just sitting there. I think they're Pioneer. That was supposed to go in the wife's car, but never had a chance to put those in there as well. Man, those old Tahoes were some real beautiful cars. The only project cars too. Peekaboo, I'll probably try to figure out to add you on PS4. Yeah, Andrew, all your time's going into the damn the Buick. But how's work going, Hamster? You been doing any other jobs instead of just oil changes? I'm not gonna lie, L7 kickers are pretty nice. The Buick I don't want. You sold an engine. Are you gonna be able to at least assist with the engine replacement? Hopefully. So just since I mean I know you're older and you are mature, but since you are starting in like the quick lube level, a word of advice: always, like, if you're gonna sell an engine, always get with a veteran technician about labor time and all the parts that he thinks you will need to replace it. Cut a breather chew through. Oh my god, it'd be awesome if you showed a picture of that. Yeah, oil caps and the dipstick tube. Steal them, and then if you get a used engine and they come with a an engine harness, keep the old one or keep the new one that you got, and have them for connectors. I can't remember what I think I got a couple games on PS4. Not too many games, just because I don't have any time. So you're a little bit more advanced in the loop tech. Just keep trying to do like just more stuff, and then when you're not doing something, just try to watch or assist somebody else that is doing something a little bit more than just oil changes, and hopefully after a little bit, like, they'll have you doing more than just oil changes, and then hopefully you get a little bit more money. Oh, Gran Turismo, that's the game I got. I don't have the wheel, but that'd be awesome to have the wheel controls and all that stuff to play. See, I have a little audio setup at work, and then I have the I think clone version of a JBL on my mobile carts, and then I take it in like for interior work as well. I think it was like $30 on the Wish app. So Monday morning, I had a customer thanking me for all the stuff I recommended. Sold uh, coil packs and front struts, I believe. Cool packs. Pretty sure he meant to say coil, I believe, hopefully. And front struts. Quick ready struts, or did you have to get them assembled? Vincente. That is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like the only Hispanic technician in the shop, and every once in a while, I'll just straight out bump reggaeton all day long, and I'm just in my own little world. I get tired. I mean, I love country and I don't like dislike country music at all, but after a while, I get tired of hearing same old sad country song all day long. Um, I have two PSN. I just got. I'll go online and see which one I have live still subscribed to. So I'll get back to you. Dan, is that waterproof or no? I'm not even gonna lie. I'll even bump some what's it called Aventura and some Selena. But the majority of the day is probably gonna be Eminem all day long. As I start every big job. Las Salinas, yes. I never got to see her live, but I did. I'm pretty sure I my dad had took us to go see Selena at the movie theater, which was pretty cool though. But I'm not gonna lie. When you walk through my bay, it could start with Eminem, change to like some rock, change to some new hip hop, old hip hop, some Spanish music, and everything else in between. Have you used many aftermarket parts at the dealer? So we don't usually use too many aftermarket parts, but we will use some Fisher Auto Parts, which is like advanced and I guess similar to O'Reilly's. It's closed down the street, so we use them, and I've had some good luck. Oh, NF. Oh, I love NF. But I don't know. We don't really get It's either strictly OEM or what's it called? Or just Fisher Auto Parts. I think every once in a while, if we need, we'll use Advanced Auto Parts, but that'll be strictly for just Moog Moog suspension parts. But I'm not gonna lie, some of the aftermarket world brake pads are terrible. Oh, I use the shop's computer to stream Spotify all day long. Probably run Walker exhaust parts to Tony. I'm not gonna lie. When I had my Blazer, my '96 Blazer, I did have a Walker exhaust on there, just because I was fresh out of high school, didn't have any money. A mariachi meltdown. Yeah. So the computers are pretty much divvied up to almost every technician has a computer to themselves. Maybe 2 or 3 guys don't have a computer, but mine is actually inside my toolbox, which they don't give me too much crap about. And so I mean, it's usually just the monitor that's inside my toolbox, and then the actual uh, computer part is on top of my toolbox. And then we have, I think, 3 shop laptops. And then I'm lucky enough to have my own computer. I mean, my own printer. I think we only have maybe 4 printers in the shop. Oh, fuck that. Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton all day long. Fuck that. I think I'd unplug their computer. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty babied at where I work at. You know, I got my Chelino Sanchez or Shente. Like, you know, I get my own computer, my own, pretty much, you know, like I said, printer. I'm right next to the parts department. I even have some of the advisors are willing to pull in a vehicle into my bay. I think we have three. Yeah, we had 3 MDI 1s, 3 MDI 2s, and 3 or 4 Tech 2s. Our Wi-Fi is open for us strictly, and there's nothing that's blocked on our computers. Probably besides, of course, the XXX videos, which I haven't tried, so I wouldn't really know, to be honest. And I do have. I'm privileged enough to have three bays to myself, so I'm pretty privileged at times. Hey Drew, how many saws do you have in Pico Boo? How many saws do you have in your shop to yourself? And Dan, same to you. XXX new Corvette photos. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited to see if we get one in the shop. And I already told the guys. I said I will be the first one to do a PDI on it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. See, the service writers, they are the whipping post. They get screamed at by technicians. They get screamed at by the customer. They get screamed at by their manager. Screamed at by the general manager, and sometimes even parts. Let's see. I'm all those guys in one, except for customer.
Your device is offline. To connect, swipe down from the top of your screen. Then go to Settings.
Sorry, Alexa just woke up for some reason. Alexa, go to sleep. One, it's only a 3-bay shop. Jesus Christ. Four 2 posts to fight over. Get stuck with a single post in ground. We have about close to 30 bays, I believe. I think it's 28 or 30. I can't really remember how many. And that's not including the alignment rack. I think we have 5 12,000 pound lift. See, I'm not gonna lie. You get used to like the bays that you do have. So when you have to use a different bay that you're not used to, trying to whip a vehicle into there takes you probably about like an extra 30 seconds to actually get it on in the lift. I get garage to myself in the driveway. I'm not gonna lie. I went over to my buddy's house and she wanted me to do some brakes out in this. That was like a Saturday or Sunday. It's probably like 96 degrees. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for some of the yeah, like I said, some of the guys that don't have lifts or don't even have shade, and to do repairs outside on the side of the street. That just sucks. San Jose, is that near San Quentin Penitentiary? Audubon Dan. I'm not gonna lie, like you said, some of the best advisors are the ones that take care of the technician, and it is hard to come by having some amazing service advisors. There's one service advisor that he complains all the time, complains that about not making any money, but anytime he works a Saturday, he has to take off a day the following week, and then every other week after that, he'll take off a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm from Nova Scotia. Wow. It's probably cold. Is it cold up there right now? Damn, we got a lot of. It's pretty early for you guys. It's like 11, almost 11:40 p.m. right here. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I give mad respect for mobile mechanics because they're out there summer, winter. That's terrible. What's up, Andy? Chi-Town. I got some. I think a few family members up there. Audubon Dan, is there any such thing as no traffic over there in the West Coast? Oh damn, Shadows, you got the night shift. I was supposed to be at work at 7 a.m., but 7:15 doesn't hurt anybody sometimes. Traffic is part of life here on the West Coast. I heard of that, and I think Florida's pretty bad too. At 3 a.m. But See, like when I first graduated, I did go to a couple car meets, and it's just same thing. It depends what kind of car meet you go to. You have a bunch of kids that are fucking just terrible, wants to do nothing but smoke weed and do burnouts, and then you got the then you get the cops called out on you. You get traffic in LA at 1 a.m. That fucking blows. But I'm getting ready to head out just because I got work tomorrow in the morning. Got to get ready for tomorrow. Get all my shit ready. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate you guys stopping by. But I'm gonna head off. So don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. Catch you guys next time. Just wanted to catch up with you guys just because I haven't been able to post a video. So till next time, it's 410 Auto Tech out, buddy.